A winter snowfall has blown into Louisville, Kentucky, and both the Cardinals and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish hope those are the winds of change. Both schools have been burned by a string of tantalizing losses, and inside the Big East Conference, they're both in trouble. Down near the bottom of the league, Louisville 2-6, the Irish 1-7, both struggling just to qualify for the Big East tournament in New York. Welcome to Freedom Hall in Louisville, everybody. Dave O'Brien alongside Coach Rick Majerus. Stacey Dale Schumann joins us in just a moment. Now, Coach, looking at the matchup now, two unranked teams, both schools having a devil of a time in Big East play. Wouldn't look like a great matchup on paper, but you would disagree.
It's going to be a great game. There will never be a better 1-7, 2-6 conference game you'll ever see in your life for a couple of reasons. Number one, both these teams are giving a maximum effort. That's not an issue. They're unselfish in sharing the ball. Their camaraderie is terrific. What happens is a lack of execution, but you're going to see a game today that will be as hard fought as any played in the United States. That they both lack rebounding, so they mirror each other, and it's going to be instant. It's going to be very consequential as to who can get the long ball and free their perimeter shooters up.
A game where heart will be very much the center of the focus. These two guys, as we look at Star Watch, have plenty of it. Chris Quinn and Taekwon Dean.
Once again, these guys are almost shadow images of each other. Quinn is the better shooter, the stoic player. He's the guy who orchestrates and leads the attack. Taekwon Dean is the better penetrator of the two. A terrific post feeder to Padgett, and also a great driver who can get on the board in a variety of ways.
Here are the lineups. Notre Dame's decided to go small to change its luck. Freshman guard Kyle McElharney. He gets the start over 6'11" Luke Zeller. Louisville needs an inside game from Palacios and Padgett in a big way. Padgett held out of Rick Pitino's practice yesterday because of a tender knee. Now let's go to Stacey on a depleted Louisville bench.
Well, Dave, they will need an inside presence because just yesterday, Louisville coach Rick Pitino announced that freshman forward Terrence Williams will not start. He has been listed on academic leave, has not met the standards of Coach Pitino academically. It's to be determined whether he'll play against Cincinnati on Monday. They're really going to miss, guys, his league scoring average of over 9 points a game, and more importantly, his 5 rebounds per game. David Padgett is critical, Dave.
Rebounding has been such a big question for Louisville as you get a look at the officials, and we are underway here from Freedom Hall. Louisville wins the opening tip. The Cardinals in the home whites. Notre Dame and Louisville tangling on a snowy day here in Louisville, Kentucky.
I can only offer this assessment. I spent most of my college on academic leave in the Union playing cards.
Padgett bangs away quickly and gets to the 6'11" sophomore and the transfer from Kansas. Rick Pitino decided to sit him out of practice yesterday. His big guys, Palacios and Padgett, have certainly been sore. Knees and ankles and all sorts of issues.
Both teams, Dave, opening up zone right now, but I love what Louisville did there, going inside on about the 6th pass to get Padgett a paint catch. They've got to color up the paint because they have the best post player by far in the game in Padgett.
Quinn handling it out. The shot clock dwindling down to 6. One of the great shooters in the country. Gives off to Colin Falls. Now back to Quinn. Shot clock at 2. Will they get it off? A leaner on the run. Barely glancing off the rim. He did get it off in time, but it won't go for Notre Dame. The turn and shoot by Palacios. That won't go. And quickly a whistle underneath. And we are just over a minute into the contest, and Louisville has the 2-0 lead. Now remember about Notre Dame with that 1-7 record. Just a slew of tough losses. They have dropped 5 consecutive games, 4 consecutive games by excruciating, tiny margins. 67-65 at Marquette. A double overtime loss to Georgetown, followed by a 2-point loss at the hands of Villanova, and then Wednesday's 1-point loss to West Virginia.
Close only counts in horseshoes and at the drive-in. I never went to the drive-in much, but it counted there.
Carter gives it up to McElharney. Now back to Carter. Shot clock again. Inside 10, down to 5. The long-range shot will go. The 3-pointer by Russell Carter, the junior from New Jersey.
And he needs perimeter confidence. I'll tell you what, against West Virginia's 1-3-1, that's the strength of Notre Dame, because with Falls and Quinn out there, and if Carter can become the triumvirate, the 3-man of it, then all of a sudden they got 3 long ball shooters.
McGee with a miss, back out to Dean, and Taekwon Dean is on the money with his first triple of the day to make it 5-3. Get used to seeing that. Both of these teams will live and die beyond the arc today. They love to shoot it, Rick.
Yes, they do, and get used to seeing this. they're going to pick up tempo and extend and press up. They're extending this defense to steals.
And another one right on the money. This one by Kyle McElharty, the freshman out of Staten Island, New York. A tough, hard-nosed guard with good range.
And gives them their third three-ball shooter legitimately. If Carter can continue to hit that long ball against his own, then they can spread it with 4 shooters around Francis.
Carter tearing down a tough rebound. The building totally sold out. Some may be late arriving because of the snowy conditions. They may get an inch or two in the Louisville area as the snow started to fall early this morning. Carter up top to Falls.
Louisville's seen enough of those Notre Dame threes. They're back man-to-man and pressing up against them, which is the way to play Notre Dame.
Turn Francis with his first touch. Carter got it. And another triple for him. Russell Carter is 2 for 2.
Confidence is the very lifeline of the shooter. Carter hadn't had it. Now he's hit 2 of them. You can just see how that'll improve him.
Paget with a running catch and shoot, can't get it to go. And here come the Fighting Irish with a 9-5 lead. Mike Bray's team, a very good start for them. Boy, do they need it. 7 losses in conference play by a combined 23 points. Quinn with a nice little fall away. And a quick timeout here as Notre Dame opens up an 11-5 lead. Louisville a little sleepy in the early minutes at home for Rick Pitino.
This ESPN Classic program is brought to you by new men's Rogaine foam. Use it or lose it.
Do you rinse at night? A quick rinse with Listerine puts plaque and gingivitis germs to bed, giving you 12 hours of protection. So rinse under the stars and say goodnight to germs. Listerine.
When people compare the ingredients in these soups, 7 out of 10 would prefer to eat new Select Harvest. Progresso adds MSG. We don't. Real ingredients, real taste. Select Harvest.
I had a mental image of who I was supposed to meet, the perfect guy. I just didn't know where he was.
We first talked on the phone 6.5 hours right into the early morning. We did that for some time. Then we met.
And we just saw each other and instant connection. Snap. Joshua is a geeky chemist, but he is artistic, spontaneous.
One night we tackled a big
Giant
6-foot canvas together. She took half and I took the other half.
It came out. It's amazing.
Everything we do together is fun. Building the store together was a blast.
We're dancing at 5 in the morning with drywall dust all over us and mud and splatter paint.
There's this part of my life now that felt like she should have been there the whole time. And now it doesn't matter about the past. She's here now, so we're gonna hit it full force.
See how it feels to be matched based on compatibility. Log on and review your matches for free. eHarmony.com.
One of these pizzas won't leave your wallet on empty. For fresh delivery taste without the delivery price, it's DiGiorno.
Big Monday starts with a bang. First, a Big East clash between the Fighting Irish and Louisville. Then, the explosive A.J. Abrams in Texas meet Oklahoma's Mr. Double-Double Blake Griffin. Big Monday begins at 7 tonight on ESPN.
A fired up Rick Pitino asking for a quick time out there and really tore into his troops when he called them into the huddle. He's 2 out of 6. Notre Dame a quick 4 for 5 from the field.
Louisville lacks a go-to shooter. Dean is a very good shooter, not a great shooter. They miss O'Bannon from last year. They miss Garcia.
But they have Brandon Jenkins launching a 3, the junior from Detroit, who hits about 44% beyond that arc.
Not taking very many, but he makes them count.
Went all the way through and sweet as you please drops in a bucket.
And that was a good call by Bray at the timeout because he told his troops to look to attack the press more and not be content just to get it over half court.
Too long for Daquan Dean and McElharty, who they really like a lot. Off to Quinn, he got it. And I'm not sure if anyone's going to play defense here in the first half, but Notre Dame on a 13-3 run is shooting lights out.
And they never get easy shots, Dave, but I like that 3. I think that's the easiest 3 in the game, that transition 3 in rhythm. A lot of people tell you it's a kick out off the offensive rebound. I like that transition 3 right there. And I'll tell you what, Louisville's got the tempo they want, but they haven't got the defense they want.
Dean from the corner, got it. We are raining threes inside Freedom Hall. In fact, Notre Dame hasn't missed one. Here's Louisville with a press.
Well, Louisville's going to keep that press on all day. They want to play fast. Notre Dame is methodically attacking the zone.
McElharney left open. Not there for him. Now Louisville to run. It's the first time the Irish have missed a three-point shot today. The swing into the corner. Jenkins off to Palacios. There's Padgett. Up top, Dean off the fake. Wants to get inside. Off to Padgett. He's fouled by Cornette.
Here we're going to see Quinn and why he's so good and special. Watch him drive and attack the press and take this all away. Now we're going to see him rhythm up for that transition three. Credit McElharney with a terrific feed. How about Quinn circling in, setting his feet? Nothing but net.
They got everything.
Not everything.
That's not mine.
Yo, Rich. He said he saw two guys earlier. One of them was wearing a jacket.
And how does that help me?
Yo, you cover for this?
I don't know.
How could you not know?
Yo, it's not funny.
This is funny. You know what? You need to call my agent.
You should know you're covered.
Come on, man. It's not mine.
Call one of our 17,000 State Farm agents today.
Where's the rest of the guys?
I don't know.
Let's go, fellas. Let's pick up the pace. Whoa, 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 rookie. What up, Stu?
What's up, man?
What do you think you're doing? Nothing. That's right, nothing. Watch your hands.
ESPN, your NBA destination for games Wednesdays and Fridays, plus in-depth analysis all week.
My new computer started out fast, really fast, but now it's only kind of fast.
Hold on, let me check my email. It's not loading. Let me try this again.
If your PC doesn't run like it's supposed to, if your internet connection is unreliable, even on a so-called fast connection, even if your brand new computer isn't as fast as it ought to be, you might not have any real problem at all. FinallyFast.com free performance test will immediately diagnose any hidden problems and show you how to get more speed on any computer. Plus, FinallyFast.com provides you the software you need to get your computer up to peak performance by getting rid of all the nasty junk files, spyware, adware, and registry errors that make even the best computers freeze and crash. Find out why Ascentive has been featured in Newsweek, Forbes, and the Wall Street Journal. You could save hundreds, even thousands of dollars by taking the Finally Fast performance test first.
I'm booted up. What's that URL I should look at? FinallyFast.com. Hey, my computer's fast. Finally. FinallyFast.com.
We expect this one to be tight throughout. Both of these teams, Notre Dame and Louisville, desperate for a Big East win. And it's a game, Rick Majerus, that may well be decided on good and bad decisions.
And here we see the maturation of Carter. First of all, he recognizes the mismatch here on the closeout. He's decisive. He sees Padgett. He takes him. 2 weeks ago, he would have charged in there. Now he pulls up for his middle game. He's really emerging as a smart, savvy player and learning from his mistakes. I like the growth of Carter.
Jenkins at the line for Louisville. Russell Carter comes from an exceptionally athletic family. His father, Russell, played football at Pittsburgh. His cousin, Sean Redmond, football at Penn State. And his uncle, George, football at Cincinnati.
Well, how this kid is becoming a wide receiver is beyond me.
That's a great point. Well, he was born in Frankfurt, Germany.
Oh.
And grew up in New Jersey, and we're seeing some grow up in this contest against Louisville today.
Well, thank God he didn't play soccer.
25-25. You said that. I didn't.
Okay. Well,
where the World Cup will be played later on this summer on ESPN and our family of networks. A foul out way beyond the top of the key. 7:07 left here in the first half. Jenkins picks up his first. Brandon Jenkins, the junior from Detroit, with a personal. And Colin Falls will check it in for Notre Dame here.
Louisville man-to-man, just switching defenses, trying to press up against the three-point shooters.
Falls with Jenkins sticking right on him. Out to Zeller. Now Quinn. And he has McGee all over him inside his shirt. Quinn inside the line. He doesn't live very often there. Francis with it. Shot clock is at 11. Good defense here by Louisville, looking for a stop. Inside, McElharney with the left-handed shot. Fresh shot clock falls out to Quinn. They won't wait, and he can't hit.
Nor should they. Nice pass by Falls to give it the one more.
Notre Dame trying to snap a string of 4 consecutive losses that have come by a total of 8 points. And Louisville with a record of 14-7 coming in. At one point, the Cardinals were 13-2. That was back in mid-January. And Rick Pitino, who took Louisville to the Final Four last season, has to wonder what has gone wrong inside the Big East Conference since then. But they've dropped 5 out of 6.
Well, injuries, we talked about that. Youth and inexperience, how tough the Big East is. Combination of those 3 factors for sure. Palacios not being able to go inside and get down and dirty. And when you got Padgett or Dean out, you're losing your great inside or outside presence.
And no offense to Conference USA, where Louisville played last year, but you had a couple of easy spots in the road during the course of the winter. You don't get that in the Big East too often.
Yeah, there's no watering holes where you're going to get relief in this Big East.
Quinn up top to Falls to turn and shoot. Left it short. Tough rebound for Zeller. Boy, he really fought inside to tear that one away. Quinn to McElharney. Open. And the open shots just aren't going down for the Fighting Irish here in the last 5 or 6 minutes.
McElharney's young, and your point is so well taken. But McElharney's a little bit disarming to me because he's missing off the side of the rim. Great shooters like Quinn or Dean or Falls always miss long. You can take that anytime, and every great shooter misses long. McElharney's too much side of the rim. Maybe it's because he's a freshman. Maybe it's because he's not quite poised enough yet.
First-year man out of Staten Island, New York, out of Moore Catholic High on Staten Island. Scored over 2,500 career points.
We've been stuck on these numbers for quite a while right now. We had a heated game going up.
McGee trying to make a move on Quinn. Goes left. Inside. Tough shot. Won't roll in for him. And the Irish with it here. Down by 2. 27-25.
See, one thing with playing McElharney, he plays more point and then Quinn's off the ball.
Jenkins picked it. The follow and the stuff by Harvey.
Jenkins is such a good defender. He's so active. He takes a lot of pride in that. He's a steel man extraordinaire, and he does it with his eyes. His eyes and his anticipation.
Louisville, Rick, had gone about 6.5 minutes since their last bucket. Jenkins, however, with a holding foul before that play could ever start to develop, stops the clock with 5:10 to go in the half.
Take a look at defense on Jenkins' part right here. Watch him. Look at his eyes right there. You got to be ball strong right there. You can't be fooling around when you got a guy like Jenkins on you. Quinn's looking for a pass to the paint. He's got to break down that pressure. When they're sitting underneath your chin, you got to break it down and drive.
Looks like a snake bite.
I am achy.
Are you sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever? Is it hoof and mouth? I know what he's got. He's got the morning drive.
Oh, fascinating. It's the common cold.
Geniuses. The common cold. I'll give him Vicks NyQuil. Hey, you good for the morning?
Definitely.
Vicks NyQuil, multi-symptom relief to help you get the sleep you need so you can wake up feeling Vicks, you're taken care of.
This is more than my easy button. It's my save so much we can finally get new office chairs button.
It's my save so much we can bring back the morning donuts button. Hooray!
It's my save so much my boss will be eternally grateful button.
Good job, Karen.
It's Kathy.
Now save big with Staples Dollar Deals. Staples, that was easy.
If you're looking at a home security system, or even if you already have one, ADT can give you so much more. Like our new keychain remote. Now you can easily arm and disarm your system with the touch of a button, even turn on your lights. You can also count on fast alarm response from our advanced network of monitoring centers, plus great local service, ADT's exclusive theft protection guarantee, and a money-back guarantee if you're not completely satisfied. And you can get all this and more for as little as $1 a day. A single ADT system can help protect your home from burglary, fire, and carbon monoxide. When an alarm is received, ADT can respond quickly, calling the local authorities for help. You can even add new technology like Safe Watch Video View. Now you can know what's happening in your home by actually seeing it on your cell phone, computer, or TV. Even if you already have a security system, it's easy to add ADT monitoring. Call now and save over $250 when you buy ADT's family package.
It's peace of mind that can also save your life.
ADT, always there.
Imagine a place where the greatest come together and where the point never really ends.
Talking about players of the year, the candidates, these two guys have to be 1-2, the NCAA scoring leaders, Adam Morrison and J.J. Redick. Who's your choice here, Coach?
Well, my choice is Redick. If you switch to it playing how they would do on each other's teams and back them, number one, Krzyzewski would set Morrison on the bench because he doesn't defend. Now, I like Morrison. His offensive prowess and his skills are sensational, and he's an unselfish, high-scoring guy, but he doesn't get down in that stance and take on that defensive challenge like Redick does on a possession-by-possession basis.
Quinn off to McElharney. The youngster drops it inside to Cornette. The 6'9" man has it swatted away. Louisville has played some great deny defense here in the first half. Falls got tied up in the air, and he got fouled there. And finally able to swat that one away.
Check this shot fake out. This is a Falls special. First we see the block. Now we see great ball reversal where we change the other side of the floor.
29-25 Louisville. Notre Dame in a chilly spot here in the first half after a sizzling start. Zeller off the inbounds, and Palacios raced out to guard him.
And you have to. Zeller won't hesitate to pull the trigger on that three ball. That's his game, that low block.
The last time Notre Dame scored a bucket, 10:52 is on the clock.
And just as we speak about it, he buries it on a pick and pop. That's why when you said, and I love the way you're trying to coach now. I had a good influence on you. You got to get out the Zeller. That's why Palacios was there.
No one wanted to be coaching against you, but Luke Zeller, the 6'11" freshman, pretty good range. Speaking of which, McGee, Andre McGee, the freshman out of Moreno Valley, California.
All these guys get to ice their arms down at halftime. Forget about your legs. Like Quan Dean won't need the IV. He's going to need the arm ice.
32-28 Louisville. McElharney high. Looking to get Falls off a screen, but swings instead to Quinn. Falls with a bounce to Cornette. The 6'9" man just inserted into the game by Bree, and he's tied up underneath. Nowhere to go there. Gets it back. Say this, he's diligent. One had a foul, the other official had a traveling violation, and he will overrule there. It will be a traveling violation. Louisville with the lead, 32-28, inside 4 minutes at Freedom Hall.
Ground control, we have a problem. Switching to lithium power.
I feel better already.
Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the world's longest lasting AA battery and high-tech devices. Energizer, keep going.
One of these pizzas won't leave your wallet on empty. For fresh delivery taste without the delivery price, it's DiGiorno.
With the phone company, you can get voicemail.
Hope you didn't leave yet. It's a left on Bank Street, not a right.
With Vonage, you can get voicemail as email, wherever you are. Vonage works by connecting your high-speed internet with your phone. Get Vonage and get visual voicemail. Also get unlimited calls, just $24.99 a month. Call 877-4VONAGE and get your first month free.
Are you one of the millions of people struggling to learn a new language? Well, thanks to our breakthrough software called Rosetta Stone, learning a new language is now incredibly easy and a whole lot faster.
I've probably learned more in the first 2 weeks than I have in months of taking formal classes.
Rosetta Stone is so fast and effective, it's used by the U.S. State Department, NASA, the U.S. Army, and Fortune 500 companies, and is the world's leading language learning software.
It's almost like having your own person there teaching you, your own private tutor who is just very relaxed in your home with you, sitting there teaching you the language.
Rosetta Stone is the fastest way to learn a new language. And to prove it, we'll send you our amazing demo CD, absolutely free when you call.
This really is a great program.
I believe that you can learn any language with this program.
So call now or visit our website and see for yourself why Rosetta Stone is the fastest way to learn a new language, guaranteed.
Dave Revson and Tom Brennan with you. Coming up on the UPS Halftime Report, Duke
West Virginia, both struggling at home. We'll have the highlights there. Thoughts on the first half so far, Coach?
An interesting half, David. The fact is everybody's raining threes, but Louisville came out and guarded Notre Dame, took them out of that. And on the last play, so interesting, there's a call. It's one guy calls it a walk, one guy calls it a foul. It ends up being a walk. Mike Bray says, the story of my life. Not only does he need a win, he needs a hug.
Yeah, lip readers know he's struggling a little bit. Let's go back out to David Rick.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, Fighting Irish seemingly cannot catch a break. Andre McGee may be part of their problems today. The freshman for Louisville. For more on the youngster, let's go to Stacey Dale-Schumann.
Well, Dave, Coach Pitino has to be very pleased right now because the star player for this team, Taekwon Dean, has been on the bench for 5 minutes. But this young man, Andre McGee, has been carrying the slack. Now, this is critical because they've noted here in the Louisville camp recently that this guy has hit the freshman wall. And, Rick, you mentioned legs aren't a factor right now. Well, they're a factor for this young freshman at this point in the season. But he's playing superb basketball, powerful basketball right now.
And part of that is his basketball acumen. His dad played basketball at Long Beach.
He did. His brother Antoine, also a senior at the University of Colorado, also a guard. McGee, oh, how about right on cue?
And how about his leg bend right there? Was Stacey prophetic or what? Let's go to the casino with her.
Falls with a timeout. And that's because McGee buried his three-pointer to open up a 35-28 lead.
Well advised timeout here. Take a look at him. He's got Quinn there. Quinn can't believe. Nah, that wasn't any bit of Quinn's fault. That was Kerr's not getting out there, or Zeller. They got to get out there on their man, especially when they have that height advantage in the zone. As he beats them on the zone, you know, he's driving into another guy behind him. You got to get out on the zone with your height advantage when you're on the wing.
Kid's got a great smile, doesn't he? And he has scored 8 of the last 10 points for Louisville. And the Cardinals up by 7.
No, I found nothing makes you smile like the long ball. They usually don't smile defensively until they get to be seniors. Like Dean, he smiles, and Jenkins smiles. But when you're young and you're a freshman, that three ball, somehow you're enamored with it.
And with Taekwon Dean on the bench, as Stacey mentioned, playing with a couple of fouls, Louisville has still opened up their largest lead of the day. Zeller off the back iron. Carter with a one-handed rebound and another chance for the Irish. He jumps in. Quinn inside the line and turns it over the palming violation. That's number 4 for Notre Dame here in the first half.
That has been a bugaboo for them that they seem to have ironed out. They still got to do a much better job on rebounding, which has been their other problem throughout the Big East Conference.
David Padgett checks back in, the 6'11 sophomore, the Kansas transfer who sat out last year after coming from Kansas, averaging 12.6 rebounds.
Mike's seen enough of that zone. He's going man-to-man here.
McGee off the screen, set by Padgett, and nothing but nets.
On fire. Stacey, did you call it or what? His legs are in that shot big time.
Hey, Rick, another thing about this kid, Rick Pitino's really been trying to get him to be more of a passing point guard versus a scoring point guard. As you see the make there by Carter. But, guys, I think Rick will take the scoring right now.
Well, he's certainly getting it from a first-year man, and Andre McGee averaging 5 points a game coming in, but he is lighting up the Irish here in the first half, although Carter answered to quiet the crowd. Here's McGee spinning inside to Padgett for 2. Well, he can do a little bit of everything as he gives up the ball as well.
Keep Taekwon Dean benched. You know, I'll tell you what, he's passing, he's scoring, and he's defending. Best of all, he's defending.
There are a lot of things in Big East play Louisville has not done well. Obviously, they are 2-6 inside the conference, but they do pass it very well. They are the number 3 assist team in the Big East right now. And here in the first half, 9 assists for the Cardinals. Carter on the drive, slices in for 2, and a strong move to the basket.
Man, is he going to be good? And we talked about his emergence as a decision maker. He's showing a maturation now just in the course of the last 2 weeks relative to pulling up for middle game, draw and kick.
Boy, tough catch by Padgett and got the lay-in. And Padgett helps Louisville to a 42-33 lead. He has 10.
He has great hands. He's got strong hands. He catches everything, and he's got a pretty soft touch.
Louisville bothered by a string of their own difficult losses, losing 5 out of the last 6, but pretty crisp here. The tail end of the first half. Another strong move, though, by Russell Carter.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. He goes left, he goes right, and he finishes in traffic. But I'll tell you what's getting away from Notre Dame right now, the pace of the game. This game is now on a pace for 90, and that favors Louisville. What Coach Bray's going to have to do at halftime is get this pace slowed down.
Would Florida be on your list?
No. No, it'd be Connecticut, it would be Duke, it would be Texas, and then I maintain the fourth one right now is too difficult to call. I think it's going to be a seeding situation. It's going to be one of those where that other network that doesn't do the good job we do is going to get on and say the Southwest Regional is a little bit weak. No, I'm just having fun there.
I understand. Paget, an 81% foul shooter, helping.
They don't have Joe Lenardi.
I hear you.
We got the bracketologist, man.
44-35, and 37 seconds left in the first half. And a strong first half for the Louisville Cardinals. Both teams in dire need of a Big East win.
What's going to be equally as critical of Notre Dame scoring here is going to be the stop they've got to get on the other end. They have not closed out halves strong with a defensive presence.
Falls will fire and get
right now. Here they got to lock in on D, belly up to the bar, and keep the ball in front of them.
Well, the Irish really needed that bucket from Colin Falls. He can provide it at 44% from beyond that arc. McGee gives it off and turns it over. Time to get up a long-distance shot that will not go by Colin Falls, but he hit a big three moments ago.
And I can't tell you how critical that nice stop was right there.
Andre McGee, the big story for Louisville. 11 points for the freshman, 3 out of 6 from the field, and he also nailed 3 3-point shots. Notre Dame, by the way, did not attempt a foul shot in the first half. Let's go to Stacy.
Coach, Andre McGee's hit somewhat of a freshman wall of late. What do you make of his play today?
Actually, he hasn't. He's played great the last 6 games. His assist turnover ratio is terrific. Playing great today, but this is a nightmarish team to have to guard. I mean, no matter what you play, they cause you difficulties. We just got to beat a more stronger offensive team.
What changes do you make on the perimeter with their perimeter players?
Well, they'll try to go with Zeller, run a pick and pop. We got to switch that and hope our big guys can contain the small guys.
All right, thanks, Coach. Back to you, Dave.
Stacy, Coach Pitino, thank you very much. The Cardinals with a 44-38 lead at halftime.
When people compare the ingredients in these soups, 7 out of 10 would prefer to eat new Select Harvest. Progresso adds MSG. We don't. Real ingredients, real taste. Select Harvest.
Going up.
The first big Monday of the season starts with a bang. At 7, a Big East clash as Luke Herringody and the Fighting Irish head to Freedom Hall to face Louisville. Then the explosive A.J. Abrams and Texas meet Mr. Double-Double Blake Griffin and Oklahoma as a fierce Big 12 rivalry rolls on. Big Monday presented by Bud Light. Notre Dame Louisville at 7, Texas Oklahoma at 9. Tonight on ESPN and ESPN HD.
People shop at Perla BMW because we're family owned and operated. We've been servicing Chicagoland for over 30 years. That's a long time. I think people get that great vibe when they walk in the store. Every single customer is very important to us. Treating customers like the way we'd like to be treated is what we live by.
Rosen Honda is big on service.
Absolute satisfaction is our #1 goal.
Rosen Honda. Absolute satisfaction with service, selection, and savings. Part of the Rosen Automotive family. Great cars, great people.
Whatever it takes to make you feel like a kid again.
That's what Rosen's all about.
Your jingle's on my iPod.
Rosen, Rosen, Rosen. Rosen, Rosen, Rosen.
Man, if you like your three-pointers, you like this one. Notre Dame 10 out of 20 in the first half from beyond the arc. Louisville 8 out of 13. Louisville has gotten a slight better of it, 44-38 as we get ready for the second half. Dave O'Brien, Coach Rick Majerus, Stacy Dale Schumann with you. Do you expect that three-point accuracy to continue?
Yeah, not only from beyond the arc, out of the area code. I mean, as you've talked on many occasions, these are long ball NBA threes that we're seeing right here. It's going to be who goes to man and can get a hand up on a shooter versus 3. Take a look at Carter right here on the 3-ball on the in-out game. He spots up, kicks out again. That in-out is one of the most effective ways to get that 3-ball shot. Now we're going to look at McGee, the freshman. He pops that one versus his own. Now gets man-to-man. He changes pace and comes behind for the handoff. And I might add, he's doing a nice job defensively as well.
So in Star Watch, we profiled Chris Quinn and Taekwon Dean. They were hot early, then cooled. And Andre McGee and Russell Carter joined them in the spotlight. The catch by Padgett. He is harassed and fouled on the play. In the opening seconds of the second half, we check out the first half numbers. You see the three-point shooting very much in evidence, but take a look at Notre Dame without even attempting a foul shot in the first half, and Louisville hit all 8 of theirs.
Well, when Carter hit those first 2 3-balls, they decided they're going to go outside. They haven't had the turnovers, which has been very good. As you had said, they've got to get something off the glass and a kick out 3 off the glass.
And just 6 turnovers combined. McElharney launches and gets it. First 3-pointer of the second half of the Irish by the youngster from Staten Island, New York.
So critical for his mindset. Only having made 1 3-ball in the first half, he was 1 for 5.
Louisville only turned it over twice in the first half. That's 3 for the game. As Pitino's team quickly turns it over. McGee steps out. Pitino continues to coach away on the youngster. And Stacey, I know you talked with Mike Bray at halftime too, the Notre Dame head coach.
Yeah, I did, Dave. He said offensively they did a really good job getting shots. They just didn't make them. He said he really liked Carter's presence inside without the presence of a big man. Defensively, though, they're going to play more man-to-man defense, and they want to make them put the ball on the floor more. They certainly weren't expecting McGee to light him up, Dave.
Quinn's pass, that's out of bounds. It'll go over to Louisville. 5 turnovers for the Fighting Irish.
And just as we talked about a relatively free turnover first half, we've had 2 successive phantom passes here.
Mike Bree was right there at the side of Coach Mike Krzyzewski at Duke. He was an 8-year assistant for Coach K. Dean with a miss. The rebound tipped out to McGee. Nice dish inside to Palacios. He will be going to the line. And talking with Mike in his locker room before the game, he said, you remember that time because of his back situation that Mike Krzyzewski had to leave the Duke Blue Devils for a while. He said, that's kind of the crisis situation I find myself in now, trying to manage the psyches of this Notre Dame team because of this slew of very difficult losses.
And he's done a good job with that because you and I have been to the practices. And I'll tell you what, they're upbeat, they're organized, there's no feeling sorry for themselves. He also told us he's going to have the team over for a big Super Bowl party because he said this. He said, I want to know that I've got their backs covered, and I want to deflect any criticism and heat. I like that about him. He's a stand-up guy.
Palacios smooth at the line. 46-41 Cardinals, and they are 10 for 10 from the stripe.
Dean playing Quinn with 2 fouls, but trying to extend pickup point and pressure.
Dean bumping with him, got it off to Carter, dangerous out there, gets another one, a 3-pointer for Russell Carter, trying to be the difference maker today for the snake-bitten Fighting Irish.
Well, he certainly has been that. It's been him and McGee who have been the stars. We had Star Watch, and it should have been those 2.
He has 16. Palacios, the inside pass from Dean, nicely done as it falls for a Juan Diego Teo Palacios. Boy, that rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
I can tell that you want to broadcast that soccer. You can't wait to get those Spanish.
I just love the name. I mean, I want a name like that. That's a beauty. 48-44. McElharney off to Falls deep in the corner. Turn Francis, not much of a factor in this one, but backs in and knocks it off the glass for 2.
Good job. You can't go inside enough. They're in man-to-man now, both clubs.
Dean forcing the tempo with a scoop shot. Padgett there for the rebound, and he's fouled on the play by Francis. Turn Francis averaging 9.5 rebounds a game.
He doesn't want the ball enough. Here he does a great job. He plays slow. He stays lower and leveraged. He gets his head around on his shot. He could be a good player. Sometimes they neglect to go to him in there, but part of it is his fault. He's part culprit because he doesn't want the ball enough. The critical element for the post player is wanting the ball.
David Padgett certainly wanting it, and he goes to the line here. Sometimes you can want it a little too much as Chad Miller checks in for Rick Pitino.
Not inside. I disagree with you on that. You can't get that ball inside enough. You got to color that paint up because you want to get to the free throw line.
Well, my point was going to be he suffered a couple of broken noses, a broken foot in September. Maybe he might want to think about jumping outside where it's not such hairy going. But your point is well taken. He's a man they need to get the ball to on the low block. Quinn with a pull-up pop. And it glances off the rim. It's Dean with a rebound. He wants to run.
Now you're sounding like a soccer mom when you're worried about those broken noses and stuff.
Padgett with a miss.
Your boy's a wrestler, isn't he?
Sure is.
I can guarantee you're not worried about him getting hurt.
No, sir.
And he said you're so proud of him as well. You should be. You said he's a terrific competitor.
Louisville with a 4-point lead here. Just about 3 minutes into the second half. Coach Rick Majerus, Dave O'Brien, Stacey Dale Schumann with you from a sold-out Freedom Hall here in Louisville, Kentucky, with a little gentle snow falling outside.
And the best thing Notre Dame has done in these first 3 minutes is get the tempo back under control. At the end of the half, it was going to an 80, 90-point game. If it's in that area, Notre Dame's going to lose it.
Falls takes the handoff. He'll launch it. Got it. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Versus Louisville's best defender, Jenkins.
Colin Falls, the junior from Park Ridge, Illinois. Another long-range shooter for the Fighting Irish. They love to live beyond that arc, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Taekwondo Dean with a baseline move. Outside to Jenkins. Millard with a rebound. Immediately back to Jenkins. Weaving outside. Dean off the fake, and a foul by Quinn as he caught him with the shoulder. Talking about Padgett a moment ago. David Padgett, the big fella from Reno, Nevada. Stacy.
Well, Dave, just take a look at his body. He's put on 15 pounds in the offseason. Of course, he's only a sophomore, guys, but he's a captain of this team. Incredible leadership role. One of the reasons he came was to play an up-tempo style after transferring from Kansas, guys.
15 cut pounds, I might add. Look at the definition to his upper arms.
Fake by Dean. Found the three-point line and rattled it in.
And once again, we talk about the value or advantage of the in-out three. Going into the paint, collapsing the D, kicking it out.
Taekwondo Dean with 14 points. McGee all over Quinn. His pass is off the knee. McElharney racing into the backcourt to pick it up, and it will be an over and done.
Good call by the ref. Bray's wrong on this one. The ref was right on top of that call.
So the turnover by Notre Dame gives it over to the Cardinals, who are a preseason top 10 in both of the polls. Louisville has tumbled to 14-7, 2-6 in their first year in the Big East.
The effort expended here is not indicative of 1-7, 2-6 conference play. It's indicative of how great and how strong the Big East is.
Taekwondo Dean, long one, got it.
The hand up to a shooter's face does nothing. You got to get the hand up perpendicular, not in the face. Shooters like a hand up in their face.
Foul of 15:47 remaining in the game, and Louisville's lead up to 7 here in the second half.
Take a look at Dean set himself here and the confidence with which he shoots it. Rhythm's up, comes around, classic stroke, and that's for a guy who can make any play in the room he wants.
I was getting depressed because of all the stress I was feeling at home. Had a poor credit score and the number would haunt me wherever I go. Thought I'd move to a place where my credit could stink and nobody would care. I just wish that somebody had told me that place was a Renaissance fair. FreeCreditReport.com. Tell your friends, tell your dad, tell your mom. Never mind, they've been singing our songs since we first showed up with our pirate hats on. If you're not into fake sword fights, pointy slippers and green wool tights, take a tip from a knight who knows. FreeCreditReport.com. Let's go!
Offer applies with enrollment in Triple Advantage.
A great moment, but Frank wasn't in the picture. He was in the men's room, going again. Another moment, but Bob really needed to go. And when the guys snapped this one, Charlie was stuck in the men's room having trouble going. These male urinary symptoms could be due to BPH, also called an enlarged prostate. But for many guys, prescription Flomax reduces their urinary symptoms due to BPH in 1 week. Only your doctor can tell if you have BPH, not a more serious condition like prostate cancer. Avoid driving or hazardous tasks for 12 hours after your first dose or increase in dose, as a sudden drop in blood pressure may occur, rarely resulting in fainting. If considering cataract surgery, tell your eye surgeon you've taken Flomax. Common side effects are runny nose, dizziness, and decrease in semen. Get the picture? Take a moment to ask your doctor if Flomax is right for you and call 877-4FLOMAX for a free 1-week trial. For many men, Flomax can make a difference in 1 week.
Attention home buyers and real estate investors. REDC has been ordered to auction thousands of foreclosed homes in the next few weeks. Over 1,000 in Southern California, over 900 in Arizona, over 350 in Las Vegas, over 1,000 in Florida, and over 900 in Northern California. All homes must be sold at auction prices. Online bidding and financing are available. Get your free auction brochure and all auction details right now at ushomeauction.com. That's www.ushomeauction.com.
David here in Louisville, Kentucky. We are running out of room to tack on more three-point shots the way both sides are shooting it beyond that arc. Let's go inside the play.
Here we take a look at them attacking the zone and watch them go for the in-out three. They take it, turn it, stop it. Now you see them turn right here. This sucks in the zone right here. Good spacing by Dean. He shot fakes it. Now watch him kick it out. And that's what spacing, shot fake, and moving the ball in the in-out game does. It collapses the zone, enables you to get the easy step-in three.
Notre Dame for the first time all day going to the foul line here as Carter hits it. Russell Carter with another one coming. Louisville is 12 for 12 from the charity stripe. The lead at 6 for the Cardinals. Russell Carter, the junior.
I grade Carter's game out at an A+ right now in every aspect of play. Every aspect of play.
Well, he's had a terrific day with 18 points. He's chipped in with 3 rebounds as well.
And played excellent defense.
He came in averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds. Palacios on the high post.
Palacios may have lost too much weight. I'm sorry.
You think he has?
He looks like it to me. Of course, I don't know much about weight loss.
Padgett with a miss. There's a guy who's put on size in pounds, as you mentioned.
And quality weight, good weight. Cut definition weight.
Kerr's with it. Palacios coming out to guard him. And Kerr's off to Carter.
They said they'd switch on to Kerr's. The mismatch doesn't beat you. The open shot beats you. And Kerr's is a 3-ball shooter. They want to make him dribble to a shot.
Look at that shot clock now at 6 and a foul as it stopped at 6 seconds on the reach in.
Such a smart move. That's what I call European on the screen. The Europeans do a terrific job of splitting that screen and seeing a seam. And that's what Quinn does because he's such a student of the game.
So Andre McGee picks up the reach in foul. And Brad Giannini checks in, a junior from Alpharetta, Georgia. His father, Fred, played basketball and baseball at North Carolina. Falls with a shot, but foul instead. 14:49 remaining here in the second half.
We're getting Louisville into some foul trouble. The Cards have 4 right now.
Harvey with the foul for the Cardinals, and Carter to check it in for Notre Dame. And another quick whistle. Well, the whistles are piling up here. We didn't have a whole lot of fouls, a whole lot of stoppages play in the first half. It was pretty crisp. Only 6 turnovers by the 2 squads combined.
Patino knows it's a foul. He doesn't even flinch. He grabbed him.
It was Harvey again. He got 2 fouls in about 6 seconds. Up top it's Quinn. They find the open man so well, and he buries the 3. Chris Quinn, who came in averaging 18 points a game. He plays virtually every minute. He's averaging very close to 40 minutes a contest.
And I'll tell you what, they're all played at a maximum effort.
Harvey off to Taekwon Dean. Right by Quinn. Laid it up. It rolled off the iron. Notre Dame making a little bit of a run here, Rick. They're within 2. And another quick foul. This one will go against the Irish and Kerrs. Look at ball movement here for Notre Dame.
4 guys are going to touch this ball. 1, 2, baseline drive and drift. And 1 pass. Spotting up for the shot. What I like best there is how he ran into rebound. Notre Dame has got to get some kind of paint presence over here. If they can't get it off post-ups, they got to get it off the rebounding.
Patch it off to Harvey, and now Taekwon Dean.
We told you this is going to be a terrific game, and I want to tell you it is.
Well, the officiating is really tightened up here. The foul is Gween. Should say Taekwon Dean got hit. 13:54 left. And that personal on Russell Carter.
Both teams are en route to an early bonus situation. 6 for the Irish, 5 for the Cards.
And both sides have still connected on more 3-point shots than 2-point shots. And man, all of a sudden the referees have taken over the game.
And they called a foul here before the ball was even inbounded. It was a grab the jersey call. Well,
this is going to put Notre Dame into the bonus. This foul. And so Palacios will be going to the line. So, man, a flurry of whistles here in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
I think we've had 6 calls foul in a minute and a half. I think that's...
Well, it certainly feels like it as Palacios is in and out of the free throw, and Cornette grabs the rebound for the Irish.
And none of these are killer fouls. I mean, they're touch fouls or grab the shirt fouls.
You know, and I didn't think the first half was overly physical at all. There was so much perimeter play and jump shooting. There wasn't a whole lot going on underneath the basket. So it's not like the officials had to change some stuff. Falls with a miss. Giannini out to Taekwon Dean. Harvey back to Taekwon Dean. Denied well by Carter, who can play some defense. But it's a fall away knocker for Taekwon.
Give it to him inside.
Falls outside, now in the paint.
Kerr's had his man in his back down there and was calling for the ball. They need to get it inside. They don't even look inside sometimes. They're so taken up with the 3 ball.
13 minutes left here from Freedom Hall in Louisville. Chris Quinn weaving in. Now the kick out. Carter. Crowd wanted to walk as he tried to find the 3-point line to shoot it. Shot clock is at 2. That barely glanced off the iron by Quinn.
Great defense by Louisville. Oh, I thought he had a travel right there, Dean, but he's smart enough to let that ball bounce and regroup.
And no call. Inside he goes. Palacios is hammered. Juan Palacios to shoot.
Texas has every component you'd want if you were designing a college basketball team. They got Gibson, a great scoring 2-guard. Tucker, a terrific scoring 3-man who can post up and who can take you off the dribble and shoot the 3-ball. I love Buckman. There's no better role player, particularly at the 4 with the physical presence. And Aldridge is long, shot-blocking runner who can score inside. Moving Gibson off to the 2-guard has been the secret for the Longhorns' success offensively.
Falls corrals the rebound here for the Irish, down by 3. And Notre Dame just looking to get some of that Irish luck back on their side. They have been desperate for a win in the Big East, losing 7 times by 23 total points at 1-7 in the conference. Turn Francis backing down. There's Zeller straight on. It's in and out for him. Jenkins pushing tempo here for the Cardinals.
That long shot is Zeller's strength.
Yeah, despite his size at 6'11". But the freshman missed there. Palacios. That's a shot, as you pointed out early, Coach. He can get anytime he wants.
You know, his ankle is bad. It's off balance. He doesn't go up with balance, nor does he come down with it. You can tell he's tender on it.
McElharney bottled up, but they do get it outside for Falls. Neither side shooting the ball nearly as well here in the second half as they did in the first, when they sizzled, particularly in the first 12 minutes of the game.
You had a great observation last night. We were talking, you know, the fast break nowadays is not so much about the layup, it's about the 3-ball. And both these teams have done a nice job of getting out to the 3-ball in transition.
Dean can't get it. Rebound tipped by Palacios to Jenkins. Palacios wants it again. And again, he can't get it to go. It's Dean with another effort here for the Cardinals.
His ankle's got his body balance messed up.
And Louisville takes a timeout to save possession here, leading by 3. Taekwon Dean bothered by an ankle sprain, but fighting on, and his Cardinals lead the Irish by 3.
We represent the Coke brand. We would like to sue Coca-Cola Zero for taste infringement.
I'm an immigration lawyer.
We feel that your expertise might be able to be a way to think outside the box.
I think, personally, not that speaking outside the box, and I hate that kind of language. I deal with families and things, and I appreciate what you're trying to do.
And now that I think of it, Ron, the head of the Coke Zero team's Canadian. Could we have him deported?
Da, 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 da.
Economy got you down? Mortgage payments, gas prices, and what about those utility bills? Introducing the economic stimulus package from Magic Jack. Magic Jack is the amazing money-saving device that eliminates your monthly phone bill, putting up to $1,000 a year back in your pocket, tax-free. Spend it any way you want. Take a trip. The choice is yours. It's your money. Magic Jack is America's largest telephone network, providing local and long-distance phone service at the lowest price in history. Only $39.95 for the first year, and then additional years drop to only $19.95. Imagine $19.95 a year, less than $1.75 for a month's worth of free local and long distance. You get a phone number for life, free voicemail, free caller ID, even free directory assistance. In 2009, Magic Jack customers will get back savings over $1 billion. How much will you get? Fire your phone company. Start saving today.
Get your career cooking. Literally. Call an affiliate of the Cordon Bleu Schools, North America. You could train as a culinary professional and work as a chef, pastry chef, restaurant manager, and more. Call now, and we'll send you this complimentary career guide.
Operators are standing by. Call 800-713-6094. That's 800-713-6094.
Notre Dame has hit 14 three-pointers today. They hit another one. They'll tie this one up against Louisville, 57-54. The Cardinals in front. And the Notre Dame school record for made threes, incidentally, is 17. So they are clearly within that range. Taekwon Dean off the inbounds. Got tied up in the air. The follow won't go. And now it finally will, as Farley gets it to go after a tough fight underneath that rim.
And part of the reason why they got those 14 threes is they're exclusively to a three-guard offense. Now with McElharney on the point, Quinnen Falls on the wing, playing all small on the perimeter, because they feel that's their best way with Carter to four to generate points. Nice call of the timeout by Bray. Terrific execution.
Chris Quinn on the cut. Nifty pass there from Turn Francis. So the senior finding the senior for a bucket.
Good execution.
See Quinn with 18 points. That is right at his season average.
Two terrific coaches. Each guy had a timeout remedy. Patino got that ball inside right where he wanted it. And that's why these guys are coaching where they are.
We've got a break here with 10:26 remaining at Freedom Hall, and Louisville's lead still at 3 over Notre Dame.
One of these pizzas won't leave your wallet on empty. For fresh delivery taste without the delivery price, it's DiGiorno.
Where's the rest of the guys?
I don't know.
Let's go, fellas. Let's pick up the pace. Whoa, 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 rookie. What up, Stu?
What's up, man?
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
That's right, nothing. Watch your hands.
ESPN, your NBA destination for games Wednesdays and Fridays, plus in-depth analysis all week.
Imagine a place where the greatest come together and where the point never really ends.
Big Monday starts with a bang. First, Notre Dame clashes with Louisville. Then a fierce rivalry rolls on. Texas versus Oklahoma. Big Monday begins at 7 tonight.
Hi, I'm Faith Ford. Do you remember the last time you slept soundly and woke up ready to take on the day? If not, you've got to try the amazing Sleep Number bed by Select Comfort. Only the Sleep Number bed's patented air chamber technology lets you adjust your bed to your ideal level of comfort. Pick a higher sleep number for more firmness, lower for softer support. And it's the perfect bed for couples. My husband likes a much firmer mattress than I do. And the Sleep Number bed's dual adjustability lets us each adjust our own side of the bed so we can both sleep soundly without compromising.
We each almost have our own mattress. We still get to sleep together. Every night I say, don't we have the best bed? I just love this bed.
And it comes with a 20-year limited warranty. You can't beat that.
Call 1-800-807-9449 for your free information kit with DVD, brochure, and price list. Ask about our risk-free 30-night in-home trial. Call now and you'll also receive a $50 thank you gift card just for inquiring. That's 1-800-807-9449. Call now.
Louisville 59, Notre Dame 56. And as we check out the bottom of the Big East standings, that's where you're going to find both of these teams really scrapping just to get to Madison Square Garden and qualification, Rick, for the Big East tournament later.
Well, they're not only missing from NCAA tournament bracket projections, they're also missing from the bubble, both these teams. Louisville has one win against the top 60 RPI club. That's the win against Cincinnati. Too many home losses. And in the past, Rick's teams have been superb in terms of genuine, stunning upsets. Not this team, but the fight is in both these clubs. What effort they've given today, huh? Yep. I mean, for teams that are 2-6 and 1-7, they're sharing the ball. They have good team chemistry, and their effort is superb.
Jordan Francis with the catch in the lane. Left it short. Rebound, Kurz fights, and a foul will go against Louisville. Of course, the bottom 4 teams in the Big East Conference will not qualify for the Big East tournament at Madison Square Garden. The top 12 have their tickets punched for New York. Juan Palacios with the foul as Paget continues to sit. Kurz at the line here for the Irish. 6'9" sophomore out of the state of Pennsylvania, averaging about 6 points, 4 rebounds. Although enjoyed a very solid effort against Georgetown. In another rough loss by the Irish, he scored 14 and yanked down 7 rebounds.
Now subbing Carter to get more athleticism, putting McArney on the bench, McElharney on the bench. Have trouble with those Irish names, and that's their Guinness.
59-57. Notre Dame, incidentally, has not led since they were on top 25-23 in the first half. Paget has left the bench now. He's getting ready to check in for Rick Pitino. Jenkins, quick move to the middle. Nice dish and a foul. Farley going up strong, and he'll be going to the line.
Looked like a convoluted box of one move. Here we're going to see a nice pass right here. And shot fake gives him dribble penetration. Great job by Jenkins. I love the way he laid that ball up high. You always want to pass higher near the rim and with a soft touch.
Farley short on the first one. 2-point lead here for the Cardinals. Playing today with Paget coming off the bench here in a moment, but playing without forward Terrence Williams. 8 points, 5 rebounds. He's out of the game, held out, suspended for today because of academics.
And what they missed there is his shooting. He's an excellent outside shooter.
So 9.5 minutes remaining. And another hard-fought, close game. The Irish and the Cardinals have played a ton of them already. Kurz with a miss. Francis kicks out. Long shot. Quinn and 3. And the Notre Dame Fighting Irish battle back to take the lead for the first time since the game was about 9 minutes old.
And that's one of the 3 easy threes in the game. The kick out off the offensive rebound. It's a Duke staple and specialty. Notre Dame did it just as well.
Taekwon Dean to Jenkins on the wing. He loves this move, slashing inside.
Notre Dame's in a triangle in 2 days.
And Notre Dame has the ball and the lead here with 8:45 left.
We'll see if they come back to it again this time.
Can the Irish hang on to a lead and win the close game that has burned them all season long? The inability to win the close ones, and they've played a ton of them. Inside, Francis. Kicked, and that's going to be Notre Dame ball with 8:28 to go inside Freedom Hall in Louisville, Kentucky. And both the Cardinals and the Irish desperately need a win inside the Big East. Louisville is 2-6 in the conference. Notre Dame just 1-7. Dave O'Brien, Rick Majerus, Stacy Dale Schumann alongside, along with 19,327 fans. You look at all the tough losses, just brutally tough losses for Notre Dame to make them 1-7 in the Big East.
And now we got Dean holding Falls' jersey, grabbing him. And those are the kind of calls we've had. Your point was so well taken to me earlier in the half, saying the referees have sort of disrupted the flow of the game. But nevertheless, these jersey grabs you've got to pay attention to.
Legitimate fouls, yeah, I think we're all for those. If it's a foul, it's a foul. But there was a nice crisp pace to the first half, and the opening minutes of the second half, a couple of turnovers, but then the whistle started blowing like crazy and really disrupted it.
Yeah, and as you had said, if in fact they are the jersey grab, we want to call that. He's got some blood on his shirt right now.
And Taekwon Dean being brought over to his bench for some treatment. An official timeout.
I'd like in a blood transfusion to get the blood out of this guy's heart. I'll tell you that right now. This guy's a real warrior, Dean. He told Stacy he was 85%. You know, he's hurt. He doesn't have another senior to really play alongside of.
Yeah, guys, if you take a look at Dean, he's got a sling on his elbow. He's got a sling on his knee. He's got that left ankle from that high ankle sprain wrapped up. And now he's got some blood on his jersey. But he said, guys, sitting out approximately 2 weeks really brought passion back to the game as a senior who's putting too much pressure on himself. Now he's enjoying it again, but not so much with the blood, guys.
Well, he missed 3 games recently with that ankle injury. And yet in those 3 games, to your point, Rick, he shot 50%, 52% from 3, and he averaged over 17 points a game while playing injured. 62-59. Now he has to play injured the rest of the day. Cut. And this looks like something out of the ring in Vegas, doesn't it?
Well, yes, it does. And then here's the foul, and maybe we can bring it back up. But you talked about this foul here, and this is the one I agree with you on. There's Rick. He needs water. He needs to hydrate along with Dean. I'll tell you that right now.
A lot of touchy fouls, though, here in the second half. 62-59.
And speaking of that, the Cards are now in the double bonus. You know, it's 10 for the Irish.
So Jenkins with a second shot coming.
Here we see a dribble weave. You know, that was, to me, that's a no call. To me, he didn't put it. Was, thank God he didn't call it on the screener. But to me, Carter just got stood up. It was a great screen and was going to try to fight over it. And we call that quick whistle on Carter. That's the foul you're talking about.
And my guess is Taekwon Dean will answer the bell. Timeout here with 8:18 remaining. Notre Dame leading by 1, and the Irish take a timeout.
When people compare the ingredients in these soups, 7 out of 10 would prefer to eat new Select Harvest. Progresso adds MSG. We don't. Real ingredients, real taste. Select Harvest.
This is Jeff Norman. He doesn't get health insurance from an employer, so he's been buying it himself for years. He's healthy, so he wonders why his rates keep going up. Liz Sloan wants health insurance but doesn't think she can afford it. We're Assurant Health, and we've been customizing plans to meet the needs of individuals for over 110 years. For instance, with our 2-year rate guarantee and healthy discount, Jeff will get 15% off his rate and lock in that rate for 2 years. For Liz, we offer plans that allow people like her to pay for only the benefits they need, saving them money. In fact, Liz could get up to $2 million of coverage for less than $100 per month. Unlike other health insurance companies that focus on corporations and treat everyone the same, Assurant Health is there for the individual. So if you need health insurance, call the number on your screen, visit our website, or contact your local agent.
Call now to find out how you can save hundreds of dollars a year on your health insurance. Call 1-800-229-0166.
A J.G. Wentworth success story.
Well, I had a nasty car accident, and following my lawsuit, I ended up receiving a structured settlement.
Frank had a long payout with a small check each month.
Well, it wasn't long before bills started to pile up. Credit cards, electric, card payments.
Frank turned to J.G. Wentworth.
They helped me.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Call 866-854-5173. 866-854-5173.
96, there are 26 cats in a show. Use the equation on page 337 to find out.
Something big is happening on your birthday. Because this year, we're inviting you to join us at one of our parks on your birthday, absolutely free. So log on to register your birthday at DisneyParks.com. What will you celebrate?
Imagine a place where the greatest come together and where the point never really ends.
Taekwon Dean wants to check in and will in a moment here. A cut underneath the eye has been treated.
In my estimation, Dave, Reddick is Duke's best perimeter defender. He might not get the steals and deflection Nelson gets. He might not be as exciting as Dockery, but for consistency and for rotations, that's one of the things that really appeals to me about Reddick.
McElharney looking for a shooter, finds Carter. He's certainly been that guy. Gets it back with 4 to shoot. Looking to get some room on his fall away. Got it! That's a 2-pointer.
Great call by you. He drove that mismatch, back dribbled it, and got space to a shot. You won't see them done any better in the NBA anywhere tonight.
And a career-high 20 for Russell Carter for Notre Dame.
Gosh, what a great game, and what a terrific effort these guys are expending.
McGee zips the pass to Padgett. Backing down, and he's held with 7:25 left.
Here we're going to see Carter right here, and you're going to catch him on the wing as he recognizes the mismatch. You want to be taking the mismatch, back dribbles it, gets separation in space, as Davis said. Bam, nothing but the back of the rim where all good shooters put it.
Millions of Americans with Medicare have been waiting for affordable coverage.
I waited 3 years for her to marry me.
I said no twice.
The third time was a charm. You wait long enough and good things happen.
The wait is over. Now with a Medicare Advantage plan from Humana, you get an all-in-one Medicare health plan that includes prescription drug coverage. Call for this free book. You'll learn all about a plan that can save you money in so many ways. Call 1-800-552-3859. This plan is unlike anything you may have seen before. You get coverage for things like doctor's visits and hospital stays. It covers many preventive services, and it even includes a fitness program membership.
One night he sang outside my window until I made him stop.
If this plan sounds like it might be right for you, then call right now for the free book so you can really compare Humana's plan to your current coverage. Humana is one of the largest health insurers in the nation, helping people stay healthy for over 40 years. Humana's Medicare Advantage plan may save you money in ways that original Medicare can't. And this all-in-one plan includes prescription drug coverage.
You've never seen a man so patient.
The wait for affordable coverage is over. There's no obligation, so call Humana now for this free book. 1-800-552-3859. It explains all the details about this money-saving plan.
This book showed us how Humana can help.
And some things are just worth waiting for.
Call now, 1-800-552-3859, or go to savewithhumana.com. That's 1-800-552-3859, or savewithhumana.com.
Now, get huge biceps and massive shoulders. Get the V-cut, a small-looking waist, and a big upper body with the perfect pull-up. From the U.S. Navy SEAL inventor of the perfect push-up, the perfect pull-up changes the pull-up bar into a complete upper body machine with 2 design advances. The perfect pull-up's handles rotate with the natural movement of your arms and shoulders. And the perfect pull-up is the first pull-up bar with an adjustable swing arm. Start with a bicep-burning standing row. Rip your shoulders and back with an Australian pull-up. Electrify your arms and upper body with rotational pull-ups. It's 3 exercises in one invention. It changes the game and gets you results. So here's the deal. Try the perfect pull-up for 30 days for only the cost of shipping and handling. You pay only $14.95. When you order, you'll receive the perfect pull-up adjustable bar and 2 rotating handles. You'll also receive the Navy SEAL inspired workout chart. And when you call, ask about the perfect pull-up ab straps for an off-the-floor ab workout the way the pros do it. Get ripped by the perfect pull-up.
To order ESPN Full Court, call your pay-per-view provider today.
Isn't that a beautiful sight? Louisville Slugger, ESPN College Basketball, and a pleasure to be with you today from Louisville, Kentucky, where a light snowfall had started earlier this morning in the area. Notre Dame with a 64-61 lead over the Cardinals. But Louisville at the line, and Padgett to shoot, the 6'11 sophomore, who's an 81% foul shooter. And pretty smooth there.
He reminds me of Davis at Michigan State. There's another guy. Davis is almost 90%. These big guys have done a great job of following through and letting their weight come forward on the shot.
Padgett had a lot of that weight working the right way against Connecticut, didn't he? 27 points and 8 rebounds. UConn with their hands full today against Indiana.
He's going to be an all Big East player the last 2 years he's here. It won't happen for him this year. And he'll have an NBA. He'll be a career NBA player by virtue of his body, size, and heart.
Transferred from Kansas. Notre Dame with the ball here. And a slim 1-point lead. Quinn leading the way with 21 points. That's just 2 away from his Big East average. His fall away. Rebounded by Jenkins. The Cardinals pushing tempo. Dean gives it off.
Nice defensive transition by Notre Dame. They communicate so well in defensive transition.
McGee tried to reverse and turned Francis, got his hand on it, blocked the shot.
Just being alert. Nice block by Francis there. And he does what good shot blockers do, keeps it in play so they get the rebound.
Francis, 2-time Irish co-captain out of Boston. Rick Pitino's old stomping grounds. Notre Dame trying to enlarge.
I like Carter just taking this kid.
Pulled up his dribble instead. Quinn inside to Francis. Leaned to the basket and missed it. And a foul as Falls went tumbling out of bounds. And picks up the personal with 6:20 to go.
What a terrific play by Padgett to recover there. Take a look at Padgett. He gets out in the passing lane and he comes back. That's what you want to do. You want to play defense in multiples of 2s and 3s. That was just sensational defense by Padgett. To contest the pass and then to recover to get a hand up on the shot.
And another one of those fouls. It's number 3 on Falls that you wonder about, but a 1-point lead for the Irish. Padgett at the line again. Praised recently by Coach Pitino, and Rick at times has been pretty tough on Padgett. Saying he plays softer than he should inside. But Padgett was put on, Stacey, as you mentioned earlier, that extra size and muscle, putting it to work here today.
Well, he's definitely putting it to work, but he's also putting leadership to work. Again, he is only a sophomore, a captain on this team. Rick Pitino told him well before the season, you need to be a leader on the floor with Taekwon Dean, and he's doing it today.
Notre Dame with the ball here in a tie game at 64 after the Padgett foul shot.
This press is so critical because McElharney can't bring it up against Dean. That's a turnover waiting to happen, in my opinion.
The reach-in foul by Padgett, and he didn't think so, as he jumped over the back of Kurz and picks up his 3rd foul.
Well, let me tell you why that's called, because refs call big arm movements. And although that could have very well been a deflection, we'll take a look at it right now. It looks like a foul. See that right there? It really wasn't. Great call by you, Dave. There is body separation, but it's a big arm movement.
Oh, that's good defense.
Excellent defense. But hey, these guys are human. There's 3 of them. They see that big arm, that big ham hock coming across there, and then they get a little bit anticipatory too.
So Kurz to shoot. Rob Kurz drops in the first. Look at Padgett's reaction on the foul call on him.
I don't blame him. You can't play backwards, son, because there's going to be another possession. And once again, this game is going right down to the wire. We call it up front, and on top, it is a terrific game.
Kurz makes them both, and Notre Dame's lead is 2. Mike Bray has to be thinking, here we go again. Another game where there's absolutely no breathing room, and it may come down to a final shot.
Boxing 1 on Dean. They've got McElharney playing Dean man-to-man. They're in a 2-2 zone. Boxing 1.
Long shot. Got it. Andre McGee, who exploded in the first half. The freshman for Rick Pitino puts the Cardinals back in front.
The kind of day he's had, you might have wanted to put the box on him, but I want to tell you, you're going to the guy Dean, who's their heart and soul.
McElharney to Carter. Rebounded by Dean off his shoulder. A lucky bounce. It came right to McGee, who has 14. He came in averaging 5. His quick spin move and it spits away from him.
Can't get a better shot than that. He makes the classic freshman mistake of over penetration with nowhere to go.
Notre Dame 8 of 9 losses by 6 or less. All 7 losses inside the Big East have been tough to take. The last 4 in a row have come by a combined total of 8 points.
Look at the intensity on absolutely every cutter is contested. Balls are being denied.
Kurz and a charge. Notre Dame gives up the ball. Padgett taking the charge in the lane.
I thought it was too deep in the lane. This is where I like the NBA charge circle. That's how deep he is. See, he's inside what would have been that NBA cone there. That is taking away shot blocking in the NBA. But nevertheless, I don't like that call that deep under the rim. I like it as a non-call.
So Kurz picks up his fourth. He has to step out.
You can't fault the kid's presence of mind to get there, though. You got to applaud his rotation and his ability to want to take that hit.
Back and forth we go between Louisville and Notre Dame here as we come down the stretch at Freedom Hall.
Now it's all man-to-man for the Irish.
Padgett faces the basket. His hook shot, good!
What a beautiful move. Turn and face, perimeter sweep and drive back to a hook.
19 for Padgett.
And here comes Louisville's newest best friend. 18,000 people at Freedom Hall who had been dormant until now.
Quinn or Carter really needs to answer here.
Carter had a shot and passed it up. He's got the best mismatch on the floor.
Timeout Notre Dame.
Good call by Coach Bray. Not to wait for the TV timeout. I love it.
And with 14 on the shot clock. We talked about all of those close, excruciating losses for the Irish. Go back to January 20 in Marquette. Steve Novak hitting the late jumper for a 67-65 Marquette win. Go to January 28th now. Notre Dame at home. And yet that was not good enough as they fell on the late tip in by Kyle Lowry. 72-70. Nova escapes with the win. And then just this past Wednesday at West Virginia, down one. Chris Quinn missing the last second shot. A shot he demanded inside the huddle, and West Virginia escapes with a 71-70 win.
And one thing applicable to all those situations, you cannot question the coaching decision nor the player's execution, I might add. I don't know if there is such a thing as being snake bitten, but there is a thing called talent where when you have dominant players to make those kinds of plays, Quinn's just a little bit short and a little bit light.
Francis off the inbounds. Quinn will shoot that. Got it!
But big heart, how about him moving without the ball, changing pace and wanting to take it?
Little inside, outside to tie it at 69. Quinn with 24 points.
And they're going right to Padgett.
He jumps and hooks again.
Oh my God, what a beautiful go-to move.
Padgett's been suffering a broken bone in his foot in September, and a sprained MCL in November, has been hampered by injuries, but he's come up huge today for Louisville.
They got McGee on Quinn. Jenkins is told to make Falls dribble to a shot.
Francis weaving in, picked off by Padgett. A strong rebound right over the top. Louisville leads by 2.
Short. You got to get the ball up high.
Dean, pass deflected. Nearly stolen away. How about Padgett hitting the deck to save it right into the corner to Taekwon Dean.
He's playing like that captain Stacy told him. And that Rick Pitino told him he wanted him to be.
Indeed, David Padgett, he has 21 points as well.
Stop here is imperative for the Irish.
Jenkins, shot clock at 4. Up in the air. And 2 for Brandon Jenkins.
The least likely suspect. The defensive stopper goes on the offense.
The Cardinals press again. Inside 3 minutes, a 4-point lead for Louisville.
Watch Jenkins and Falls. There's going to be some kind of call there. Jenkins is really trying to get physical with it.
Falls pushes it.
Go! 3-point shot. That's not called. What a play by Falls.
73-72 as he drains the 3.
And here I don't understand this. See, they're worried about telling the kids to sit down. Let them be kids. That's what I always loved about the Carolina bench. Take a look at Falls here, moving out the ball and setting up his shot. Jenkins had been talking some jump to him. Watch him move without the ball. If that's not a foul, I don't know what is.
In this economy, we just can't afford a vacation.
I can help, but you must say exactly what I say, exactly how I say it. Honey, I just got it.
I just got a great deal on a 4-star hotel at Priceline.
There's never been a better time to
Name your own price.
and save up to half off.
Sweet lips.
We can afford that. But why are you speaking that way?
I guess I'm just speaking
The language of the deal.
Where's the rest of the guys?
I don't know.
Let's go, fellas. Let's pick up the pace. Whoa, 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 rookie. What up, Stu?
What's up?
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
That's right, nothing. Watch your hands.
ESPN, your NBA destination for games Wednesdays and Fridays, plus in-depth analysis all week.
Big Monday starts with a bang. First, Notre Dame clashes with Louisville. Then a fierce rivalry rolls on. Texas versus Oklahoma. Big Monday begins at 7 tonight.
Sometimes your ideal life gets interrupted by your real life. Wouldn't it be great if ideal and real could be your everyday? It can at Century Tile, where our friendly flooring experts help you choose the flooring that works with your style, your space, and your life. Your dreams, our experience. Century Tile.
Welcome 2009 with new flooring from Century Tile and take up to an additional $150 off. Get no payments, no interest until 2010 through January 5th at Century Tile.
Why are smart investors moving all their money to Scottrade?
$7 won't buy 2 lattes or a few gallons of gas. But with Scottrade, I can trade as many shares as I want, and it's still just $7.
I was paying high fees to my broker. And for what? Higher returns? Please. He was the one getting higher returns from me. Bye-bye, expensive broker. Hello, Scottrade. We're here for you.
What we're going to see here is we're going to see Falls being governed by Louisville's best defender, Jenkins. And you watch him right here. You're going to take a look at these two coming up the court right now. It's Jenkins and Falls. There, Jenkins gives him a bump. He's going to hit him again here, gives him a shoulder, a little forearm block by each other. Watch him change pace, change direction here. Watch him set his man up. Nice pick by Carter. Big shot by Falls, and he should have got the 4-point play. The referee, as David mentioned to me during the break, they called a tic-tac foul and not that clubbing.
Well, it's certainly been a trend in the second half. Falls with 14. Notre Dame, incidentally, has hit 17 of 33 three-pointers. They have tied a school record for three-pointers made. There's Taekwon Dean with a miss. Rebound tip to the corner, and a wrap-up foul by Rob Kurz. He's all over Brandon Jenkins for the personal. 2:21 left.
A very ill-advised, foolish foul right there. They did a good job coming out of the timeout, changing defenses, going to a zone. They got a hand up on Dean's shot, and then Bray's got the patience of Job. I love his coaching temperament. I think I'd be right on this guy right now.
Kurz fouls out. Rob Kurz is gone. And Jenkins will be at the line. Palacios about to come in for Rick Pitino here. 2:21 left. And Louisville clinging to a 1-point advantage.
And they're trying to ice Jenkins here without a timeout, but that was why they changed that rule where you had to put him in within 20 seconds, which was a very good rule change by Hank Nichols and company, or whoever the committee was that formulated that.
Kyle McElharney coming into the ball game as well for Notre Dame. And Jenkins at the line. Makes it a 2-point lead for Louisville. 12-3 here at Freedom Hall for Rick Pitino this season.
Who would have thought he'd have been their best three-point shooter at 44%, yet 68% from the line.
But he looks smooth on both of them.
Takes him like a winner. He's a terrific defender. This is going to be tough for McElharney right here.
With Taekwon Dean guarding him. McElharney with a reach in there by Taekwon Dean to foul him with 2:12 left. They have to wonder, does it help or hurt the Fighting Irish to have been in so many close games, Rick?
Well, Father Theismann, the team priest, is going to earn his money here because they got to get some mojo working for him. One thing I like about Notre Dame, they haven't played games or the season backwards. They still continue to come out with fight. Oh, the freshman with ice water in his veins. And I'll tell you what, he did a wonderful job of not getting sped up by Dean. There's the father right there. You know, we saw Krzyzewski go to the Rosary the other night. I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
Against BC.
I did.
Right here, I hope he's got his beads going for the Irish sake. Father Mark Thiesing, and meanwhile, Father Bradley, who's always on, Father Ed Bradley, who's always on Rick Pitino's bench, has left at the half.
I'm not sure what that means. We may find out later who has the higher authority today. Oh, nifty steal by Carter, just reaching up and plucking it away for the Irish, and that is 7 turnovers for
Both
Louisville.
great coaches. Both teams play their heart out. This could just as easily be a first-place game with the effort expended and how well it's been played.
Absolutely right. Carter tries to hand off to Falls. Out of bounds off Louisville, and they say absolutely off Brandon Jenkins' hands, although the crowd begs to differ. Over 19,000.
Oh, and what? I think Kitts had it called the other way, and it's been overridden, I believe.
Francis will step out for Notre Dame. Nope, Notre Dame is going to keep possession here.
Good sub on offense and defense by Bray here, because Cornette is the better low block player, and Francis was the better defender, as evidenced by that block a minute and a half ago.
And one of the great shooters in the country with a 2-point shot from the corner. They give him 2, but Notre Dame takes a 1-point lead.
You know, probably take a timeout here. Yes, he does. He does take the timeout. What a game. What drama right here.
And Notre Dame yet again in a game that comes right down to the final seconds. It's been the story of their season. Louisville trying to win at home here, but down a point with 1:25 remaining. Let's go back to that call on the out of bounds moments ago on which Notre Dame had possession. Take a look.
Ooh, it looked like it bounced off Falls' foot.
Sure did.
And the referee closest to us, overrided Kitts, who had the best view. Kitts was the ref on the baseline. I think he saw it go off the thigh of Falls. Here, we'll take one more look at it. Yeah, no question about it. That should have been Louisville's ball.
Yep, Brandon Jenkins saying the same thing in no uncertain terms.
He called it right.
Louisville with it, but down a point to the Irish. McGee to Palacios on the high post. He steps out. He'll shoot it. Short. Out of bounds. It'll stay right here on this end of the fresh shot clock and 1:09 left.
Tender ankle, no knee bend, no lift. He can't sustain that pain. The kid's doing a good job just hanging in the game here.
Coming up on 1 minute remaining. Palacios, it rattles in from this time.
Just when he said it, he knocks it down.
Louisville by 1, less than a minute to play, 77-76.
Well, it's probably going to Quinn, but Falls has been very aggressive.
Timeout Notre Dame.
He's going to substitute and go small here. McElharney's on the way in. He's going to put four smalls in the game. He wants the 3-ball shooters in, spread the floor, and make sure that they don't pack the lane on a drive.
Notre Dame with a timeout. Let's take you now to the TGIF game track. Notre Dame with 17 3-point field goals made. That ties a school record. Quinn with 26. He's nailed half a dozen. Louisville also lighting it up from beyond the 3-point line. Taekwon Dean, despite the sore ankle and the cut under the eye, 17 points for the Louisville star. Now let's go back to Louisville's last basket. And Juan Palacios, who doesn't mind shooting out there, the 6'8" forward, but he drained that bucket to put Louisville in front at 1.
They know where the soft spot of this zone is. There's Palacios right there, and he gets that knee bend and balance off that bad wheel to get it in. We saw the blood earlier from Taekwon Dean. You know, it's a shame. With 52 seconds left, we're going to see the tears of one of these two teams, because this is a blood, sweat, and tears game.
Coming up next, Texas A&M and number 8 Texas. As soon as we finish up here from Freedom Hall in Louisville, Kentucky, the Fighting Irish, Rick, are bereft of timeouts. They have no timeouts remaining. The possession arrow does belong to the Irish, and Louisville has 2 timeouts.
Well, they have 4 3-ball shooters on the floor with McElharney, the freshman, in. They have their best offensive rebounder, in my opinion, Cornet. And he's also a low block guy that can score. In this situation, watch a tip on a missed shot.
Carter on the drive by Palacios inside, and he's fouled by Padgett with 41 seconds to go.
Great recognition by Bray as well as the Notre Dame team to get the ball to Palacios. That's the best mismatch on the floor, and he drives it right there. Here we see him just taking him. It's like his feet are in cement. Padgett comes to help. He should have gotten there with his body. Padgett was too high up the lane. When there's a non-shooter like Cornet in the game, he should have just camped out under the rim.
And Carter with the first free throw ties it at 77.
Now substituting offensively and defensively here. Francis is the best defender, defensive rebounder.
And Cornet steps out for the Irish. Russell Carter with 21 points today, came in averaging 9 a contest. Makes them both, and Notre Dame has the lead again, 78-77.
6-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. That's critical. Pitino does have a timeout to call if he likes it, but doesn't want to let him change defenses. This is why Pitino is an outstanding coach. They've seen a little boxing, won a couple triangles and twos.
Jenkins handles at the foul line.
He's got the mismatch. He drives a mismatch.
It spits out to Dean. He launches way short. Notre Dame with the rebound. 11 seconds left and a foul. With the Fighting Irish clinging to a 1-point lead, 78-77 at Freedom Hall.
And credit Bray's astute substitution there, because we said they wanted Francis in for the block shot, the defense, and the rebound, which is what he lends to him. There he does a great job. Look at him hustle. What a great hand up there by Carter. Dean took a wonderful shot. Oh, what a game.
The crowd here at Freedom Hall, 19,300 plus. A little bit stunned at the moment. Timeout.
And here's why he's taking this timeout now. He wants to ice the shooter. That's hard to do with Quinn. And secondly, he's calling the play, but it'll be interesting to see if they junk it up. I think if I was Louisville, I may go back to a triangle and 2 and put that baby on Dean and take the young freshman out of there who's done such a great job today, McGee, and take my chances with Palacios outside. But Jenkins has proved he can knock it down too.
We talked about what's on the line here today. Both Notre Dame and Louisville struggling so mightily inside the Big East Conference. Remember, the bottom 4 do not even go to the Big East tournament at Madison Square Garden. And you look down at the bottom of those standings, you see Louisville there at 2-6, Notre Dame 1-7.
Who'd have ever thunk it, huh?
Louisville started out the season in the top 10 in both of the preseason polls. But Notre Dame with 7 losses in the Big East by a combined total of 23 points. The question today is, despite this being Louisville's home court, will the luck of the Irish find Notre Dame at last? Texas A&M and number 8 Texas is coming up next. That'll be a 2:05 tip.
Well, it might work for Coach K, and Coach K brought the Rosary Beats out against BC. If he's got any, he should bring them out. Hopefully Father Theismann's over there on the bench. I'll tell you, what a shame someone's got to lose this game. What an extraordinarily well-coached game by both Pitino and Bray. And what a terrific effort by everyone who played in the game. And I'm not just saying that. That really comes from my heart, because the energy expended here.
Well, it's Chris Quinn, an 85.5% foul shooter. His second one good. And Notre Dame's lead is 3.
No icing that boy.
McGee with it. 7 seconds left. Down to 3. It's Taekwon Dean to tie. Got it! He got it!
What way?
He tied it, and we're going to overtime.
Padgett, other than Pitino, is the only guy on the team that just realized the score is only tied. These other guys played it emotionally as though they thought they were going to win. What a beautiful call by Pitino. He went with a double down, got the ball to his star, and had him come out and set a moving screen, not an illegal screen. Look at him get out there. What a shot. Handled well by of both clubs, both sides of the ball, gets a hand up on a shooter. That's just Dean being the great player that he is.
One of these pizzas won't leave your wallet on empty. For fresh delivery taste without the delivery price, it's DiGiorno.
Well, after I got divorced, I was feeling a little burned. I didn't think that I was ever going to find a person that I could really fall in love with again. And my sisters actually said to me, why don't you try eHarmony? It looks a little more serious. And I was a little skeptical, but lo and behold, I found Karen, and you know, it's just better than I could ever have imagined.
See how it feels to be matched based on compatibility. Review all your matches for free. eHarmony.com.
Hey, Mr. Sunlight, gonna outshine your bright. It's just the beginning of a happy go fun day. Happy go fun day. I'm feeling kinda Sunday. Sunday. Feeling kinda Sunday. Sunday. Feeling kinda Sunday. I'm so there.
When you're there, State Farm's there for the best day of the week.
Do you rinse at night? A quick rinse with Listerine puts plaque and gingivitis germs to bed, giving you 12 hours of protection. So rinse under the stars and say goodnight to germs. Listerine.
When people compare the ingredients in these soups, 7 out of 10 would prefer to eat new Select Harvest. Progresso adds MSG. We don't. Real ingredients, real taste. Select Harvest.
Big Monday starts with a bang. First, a Big East clash between the Fighting Irish and Louisville. Then, the explosive A.J. Abrams and Texas meet Oklahoma's Mr. Double-Double Blake Griffin. Big Monday begins at 7 tonight on ESPN.
If we're going to miss our flights, take a look at this bench here.
And a reaction on the Notre Dame bench. We've been down this road before.
Oh, my God.
And Taekwon Dean sending this crowd into delirium with a three-pointer just in front of the buzzer to tie it at 80. That's regulation. And now it's on to overtime.
Chris Murphy, number 24, on the Notre Dame bench, pulled his jersey up there. You saw him over his face. He couldn't bear to watch.
Dean with 20 points, 6 out of 11 from three-point distance. 5 minutes up on the clock as we go to OT. Notre Dame 80, Louisville 80.
The only thing I would have done differently if I was Bray, I would have gone all small because 2 points are inconsequential. And there's that bugaboo there where every night you see someone hit that shot at 5 seconds or less. I never used to play this way. My pride got in my way. I would now fall if I come back and coach again under 5. Every night you see this on SportsCenter, and you'll see it tonight, front and center.
So 40 minutes, not enough to decide it here at Freedom Hall in Kentucky. We go to overtime and tied at 80 apiece. I would love to hear what's going on inside Mike Bray's huddle right now, because every game has been like this virtually all season.
I can tell you exactly what he's telling me. Don't play the game backwards. You guys did a good job defensively. We got 5 more minutes to play here. Compose yourself, and we're going to go right back and make sure that we get a hand up on their shooters. We get back in transition.
Well, Bree has said, I try and keep it loose and crack a joke once in a while because my kids get so tight in these situations because the result has gone against us so many times. Says I got to get guys like Chris Quinn and Colin Falls, who are so serious all the time, got to get them laughing a little in those huddles. Here's Francis backing inside. He draws contacts in the opening seconds of overtime.
He does not play through a hit well. He's got to get that ball higher on the glass. Never up, never in. He does a great job of posting up. He stays low there, but watch, he's always kind of short-armed it right there. You want to get that ball high on the board. Never up, never in.
Francis, the Irish co-captain, averaging 12 points and 9.5 rebounds per game. A marketing major at Notre Dame's College of Business, but he's had a day without many good results. Only 2 points so far.
Cornette going in for him now. When they come down the floor the next time, they might want to think about Carter taking that drive mismatch against Padgett outside. Stacy had talked about that outside matchup to me during the breaks of Padgett playing someone, and that's very astute observation. But then again, she's a terrific player.
Texas A&M still to come. So stay right where you are here on ESPN. Taekwon to Padgett. Padgett. He's hit a couple of nifty-looking hook shots here in the late stages. Palacios inside. Missed from close range. It comes right out to Jenkins, though.
Long rebound, one of Jenkins' specialties.
Palacios corner. Got it! That's a three for Juan Palacios.
Nice execution in terms of ball movement there.
At 6'8", he can shoot up and over the top, despite the fact that his legs have really hampered him because of injuries.
No need for that foul that far out.
Timeout by McGee, well away from the basket. Back to Juan Palacios and his corner jumper.
Watch him spot up now. He's understanding he's got to get that knee bend. He's got to play through the pain of that ankle. That knee bend correlates to shots, the shot going down for him. Hard sometimes to push yourself there when you know as soon as you flex it, you're going to get that great tenderness and that rush of pain shooting through your leg.
Quinn just about automatic at the line. Made a couple of huge foul shots to put Notre Dame up 3 in the final seconds of regulation. It's 29 today. But then Taekwon right before the buzzer of regulation hit a three-pointer to tie the game and force overtime. This foul against the Irish. That'll go against Quinn here with 3:54 left in the OT.
These consecutive fouls, one by each team, are fouls you do not want to have. So good calls by the ref. They're not ticky-tack fouls. They are foolish, ill-advised fouls, given the score and time right here.
And that score is 83-82 Louisville with 3:54 left in OT. That foul actually on Trent Francis, and he just fouled out as he picks number 5 up here in the overtime. And with just 3 points, although he chipped in with 10 rebounds, he had a very strong day on the glass. But they would like to get 12 to 15 from Trent Francis. It didn't happen today.
In my opinion, they're better off going small anyway because Palacios doesn't go inside. Carter can take him outside. And actually, you know, the big thing in basketball that people don't realize, who's covering me, who's covering my teammates, who am I, who are my teammates, so I play to the mismatch within the context of the offense we're using.
Padgett with a miss. He'll shoot again, a 1-point lead for Louisville.
Why is that when we brag on guys foul shooting, and not only us, that we see him come up and miss? 81% coming into this game. He's missed 2 critical ones.
I like to think it has nothing to do with us, but I wonder about that. 84-82 pressure here by the Cardinals. Quinn will walk it up. Padgett with 22, and he's 10 out of 12 at that line. McElharney, the freshman, getting a lot of key minutes today. Colin Falls trying to make a move. Shot clock at 10. Carter. Cornette in the paint. Swoops it up and a miss.
No one to go to the offensive glass.
And for Notre Dame, that was a long way to go deep into the shot clock to get nothing.
They got it where they wanted it. It's very difficult to be a great post player.
Reaching out, Carter knocks it into the backcourt, but Taekwon will take it for the Cardinals. There's the shot clock at 11. Padgett gives off to Jenkins, working around Cornette. Into the corner, it's McGee. Tipped up and in by Padgett, high over that iron.
They switched too much and got the mismatch. The mismatch hurt him on the offensive rebound.
Carter denied on the baseline. Padgett, 24 big points today for Louisville. The Cardinals lead on the home court by 4 with 2.5 minutes to go in overtime.
Well, you know, Quinn wants it, and Carter's got the heart to take it.
Off Louisville. Saw Kitts get right down there, the referee, to make the call.
Well, ref game again today, in spite of a couple mistakes. I mean, for the most part, they've done a good job. All you want is consistency. When they were calling those ticky-tack balls, you had mentioned at the start of the half, they called them for both teams. That's all you want.
Falls jumps up on the inbounds. Not a lot of time to get off a shot here. McElharney off to Quinn. Quinn working off a screen by Cornette. 3 to shoot. The leaner off the back of the rim.
Yeah, that was a shot he missed against West Virginia, and he shot it well. You can't get a better shot than that. That's his shot, and that's the man you want shooting.
Louisville, and this is rare for the Cardinals, winning the battle on the glass today. Huge reason they lead by 4 in overtime. Taekwon Dean. And that'll go back over to Notre Dame. Taekwon Dean, who nailed the shot in the final moments of regulation as time expired to send this game to overtime with a 3-pointer and Notre the score at 80.
I love this substitution. Zeller, who's a 3-ball shooter, to space the floor, draw Padgett out, and create more room to the rim. And now they have a... What happened there? Oh. They're just spotting it differently.
Yep, changed the spot for Colin Falls. And
the clock's been going out while that's happening.
Yeah, they're going to have to reset this. 86-82 Louisville in overtime.
They better look at our monitors. They ran off some critical seconds. God knows Notre Dame's situation as well as Louisville's, but particularly so Notre Dame's, speaks to how every second counts.
So here's a look. See at 1:45, and that clock just continued to run. So they're going to go back to 1:45, resetting the clock here. Let's go back to the key play in this contest. We talked about it a moment ago. Taekwon Dean with his 3-point heroics.
Padgett sets the pick. Dean gets it. I'll tell you what, it couldn't have been defended any well. You want to switch. Watch 24. He buries his head there. I mean, they all just look shell-shocked. I mean, they're just, it's like beyond belief.
Yeah, Murphy couldn't even bear to watch. And Mike Ray probably couldn't either. It's happened so many times to the Fighting Irish this season. And that's why they are 10-9 and 1-7 in the Big East. Losing 7 out of 8. Last 4 by scores of 67-65. And a double OT loss to Georgetown. A 2-point defeat at the hands of Villanova. And then they lost last Wednesday 71-70 at West Virginia.
As much as anything though, Dave, the tail of the tape today could be Notre Dame with 7 second chance points. And we've got Louisville with 25.
Louisville leading by 4. Notre Dame with the ball here. Quinn jumps it in.
Same shot he missed before. That's why it's a good shot. Nice call by Coach Bray out of the timeout.
Quinn with 31 points. Timeout, Cardinals.
Rick says, I'm going to take a timeout of my own. I executed that play at the end of the game so well. That play at the end of the game where they had that double down screen off a cross pick, you had to navigate 4 players setting picks for Dean for that game winner. And I'll tell you what, you're going to see that ball coming right back to Dean again. And there could be 4 more picks coming up right here for the man with the blood on his shirt early.
But dandy here as well. Overtime, Louisville leading 86-84 with 1:22 left. Padgett and Taekwon Dean have come up huge for the Cardinals. Dean with his shot in the fading seconds of regulation to send it to overtime. And Padgett's just been a man inside for Louisville.
Quinn and Falls, 44 and 43 minutes to date, respectively, here, too. Their legs are propelled by their hearts.
Taekwon Dean trying to force it, missed it short. Rebound tip once, twice. Cornette tried to save it and did to Carter. Terrific job by Rick Cornette to keep it in. Under a minute left now in OT. Carter on Palacio, went right by him.
That's your mismatch right there, and they handle it beautifully. You can't get enough of that right now because Palacio has no chance of covering him on the perimeter. We talked about that so often.
That's some day for Russell Carter, huh? 24 points for a kid who averages 9 per game.
And 24 as he lets the game come to him.
Dean working on Cornette.
Give it to Padgett. Look at that mismatch right there.
He's demanding the
Quinn
ball.
Coming to help though.
Jenkins didn't give it to him. Instead goes airborne and banks it in.
And the reason he did it as Quinn was coming to help, but what a nice decision by Jenkins.
88-86 Louisville. 18 seconds left in overtime. And Bray takes a timeout here. Notre Dame with a timeout to set up a play as we look back at the last couple of key baskets on each side.
And Carter recognizes a mismatch here. Palacios plays to his right hand. He just takes him left. He owns him all day long out there on the perimeter. And now we take a look at Jenkins right here. Nice move, and the reason he didn't throw the ball inside to the mismatched Paget on the block is Quinn was coming on that help side, camped in the lane behind him. A good decision not to pass the mismatch, and a great execution of the drive into traffic by Jenkins.
Well, we've hit it a lot today, the fact that the Fighting Irish, with a slew of brutally tough losses, have fallen to 1-7 in the Big East. And seemingly every game that Mike Bray has to coach in comes down to a last-second shot. And they've been going against the Irish. You have to give the Cardinals of Rick Pitino tremendous credit, though, for coming up with that big shot off the hand of Taekwon Dean at the end of regulation. And here's what's at stake, as both of them are near the bottom of the Big East standings right now. 2-6 for Louisville, 1-7 for Notre Dame.
This game has been coached and played with NCAA Sweet 16 tournament intensity.
Quinn into the backcourt. Hands off to Falls with a turn and shoots. It comes right to Jenkins. He's fouled. 8.5 seconds left.
I thought Quinn tied him up, and Quinn did too. I don't know if that was a foul. I like that right there because it had been Quinn and more Quinn. Falls did a good job to get open. I think he got a pretty good space on this shot. We'll see it right now. Handoff. Look at Falls get the separation. Great shooter. Is that our buddy Jenkins that does such a good job? The number was obscured for me. But what a nice job they did of switching out and getting a hand up on him.
Well, Jenkins with 13 points, 9 rebounds, and he's 6 for 6 at the line before that miss. But a little bit of hope here now for Notre Dame. 8.5 seconds left.
A lot of hope, Dave, because a 3-ball could tie or win it. Once again, Zeller comes in, so they got 5 3-point shooters on the floor. If he makes this one, the mismatch on Carter won't do any good for his drive.
Notre Dame out of timeouts. Louisville takes one here with 8.5 left in overtime. A 3-point lead for the Cardinals. And Coach Majerus, a terrific game. We talked about it at the top of the show. You have two teams unranked, really scrapping near the bottom of the conference. Forget about all that. It's been a tremendous game. Now let's talk strategy. Who gets the ball for the Fighting Irish here?
Well, it's going to go to Quinn or Colin Falls, but they're spacing the floor with 5 3-point shooters. Here's the deal. Normally you'd take a 2 and fall into a 3, but right now with only 8.5 seconds left, you've got to have a 3 because they won't be able to get another shot if they don't. So this has absolutely got to be a 3. I would spread the floor and go to some kind of play action ball pick for the 3. Let's see what they do. It's easy to coach here, isn't it?
Falls is going to inbound, and it's Quinn with it. He has to hustle it up.
Could it be anybody else?
Quinn fires it up. No whistle on the play. 0.8 seconds remaining in overtime. And the Louisville Cardinals begin to celebrate, and another heartbreak, it would appear, for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Quinn guarded closely, and from beyond the 3-point arc, not even close.
Brennan with a good defensive job here by who else but Taekwon Dean. He could not have defended that any better.
And the Notre Dame bench, oh, so many times, can't bear to watch. Another miss, though, for McGee here.
Problems create opportunities, and life is about dealing with adversity. I will guarantee you this. Notre Dame will have a terrific practice. They'll go to Bray's house for Super Bowl Sunday, and they'll come back and fight again another day because these kids have too much heart and too much class. Credit the Cardinals with hanging tough. What a great game.
Well, the buzzer sounded and nobody touched the ball after it came off the rim, so there has to be time left. They have to reset it here to 0.8 because nobody touched it. Falls let it drop right in front of him.
Great call by you, Dave.
To watch as it spits out, and Fall says, I'm not going to touch it, not yet, and the clock had expired. They've got to reset to .8 here, and there's still a little shred of life, and they're going to inbound it here now.
And they don't necessarily have to have a tip for it to count. So if they have that old Hubie Brown home run play that you saw Stanford the other night execute so well to Hernandez, they got a chance to win. This is Washington, Stanford revisited. Hernandez like Quinn, warrior extraordinaire. Let's see what Notre Dame's got for him here.
But Patino's been down this road before, not the exact same situation, but of course.
You want to make the guys come back to get the ball. That's your #1 objective. Stay between them and the rim as a barrier and let Millard pressure the ball.
Cornette to throw it over the top. Right into Louisville's hands. The shot up, no good. Would not have counted anyway. And in overtime, Louisville wins 89-86. A big win for the Cardinals as they improved to 15-7. Notre Dame with another brutal loss as they fall to 1-8 in the Big East, 10-10.
With people, and we have recruited, if you look at the history of the game, we have more All-Americans, more Olympians than any program in the country, and it's all about having players. I've said I have never scored a basket for the University of Tennessee. I have 0 points, and we have 8 championships. Go figure, it's all about players.
Is there one of those 8 that means more than the others, or is it just always the next one means the most to you?
No, Brad, they're all so special, and you know, it's about having a family, and our Lady Ball family is obviously very extended, and we've just had a lot of great teams and had a lot of teams that didn't win, but to have 8 is really special.
You know, the cabbie today said to me, he said, who's playing tonight? And I said, Kentucky and Tennessee. And he said, I didn't think the ladies were playing tonight. And I said, no, it's the men's team. I mean, around here, you say, now Bruce has kind of changed that or helped that it could be either the men or the women. But you set the tone for that with people saying that type of thing.
Well, the great news is that we have 2 great basketball programs, and this community and really this whole state and all the volunteer and Lady Ball fans, they've just embraced both teams, which is, you know, to me, that's the most special thing we have going here.
One of the things I admire about you, the winningest coach in the history of the game, but you continue to learn and absorb and ask questions. Bruce Pearl has told me what he's learned from you. What have you learned from Bruce Pearl?
Well, I've learned a lot from Bruce about the game. Obviously, he's got a great offensive mind. I've also learned a lot from a defensive standpoint. He's willing to make adjustments and changes, and the scouting report defense to Bruce, just like it is to us, is very, very important. And I know there's a lot of times when things aren't going well, I'm calling Bruce.
Well, from the PR standpoint, when you put on the cheerleading gear, and I was there that night, almost like when Bruce was part of your cheering crew when he had the chest painted in that famous picture.
Well, you know, I don't know if we're going to vote on who had the best debut.
You had the pom-poms going. I saw you. It was good.
I tell you, that really changed things around here because I think people always see me as being the most serious coach ever. And believe you me, you can't do it 35 years and not have fun doing it.
You just came from watching your son play high school basketball. Now, I know Coach Pearl back in the day got tossed out of a game watching his son play. Do you get that emotionally attached to a ball game yourself and your own flesh and bloods out there?
I try not to. I think I sit and obviously I'm shaking my foot and I'm coaching on the inside, but outwardly I just want Tyler to listen to his coach and do what he needs to do. And Bruce gets a little more involved than I do.
Here's a feed to Stevenson off the glass with the shot clock winding down. Tennessee played good defense till the last 2 seconds. And Stevenson finished it off. I was wondering if when the refs see you coming to Tyler's games, they go, oh my God, here she comes.
You know, Brett, I don't say anything because nothing good was going to happen.
That's true. You'd hate to get a tee at one of your kids' games. Stevenson flushes a second one. And now at 9:45, it's up to 15 again.
Coach, if you're playing in a ball game and one of the kids you're playing against has 38 points on it. What would you say in your timeout? Maybe
Well,
not
touch.
about X's and O's.
He's a no-touch player. He cannot touch the basketball, and I think that's hard to do sometimes when they set screens, and obviously that's the priority is to get their best player open and get them a lot of shots.
Yep.
But I've been in games like that, and it's just face guard the whole way, and that has to be #1 priority.
Coach, we're going to put your schedule up. I think the guys in the truck have got what's coming up for you between now and the end of January after Brian Williams tries to hit a free throw here as he's missed his last 3 and he's missed his last 4. Here's how it looks.
You're going to ruin my night.
Well,
I got to go to Mississippi State. I watched them today. It's maybe one of the best teams that Sharon Fanning's had, and she does a great job. Her teams play really hard. Fortunately, we're back home on Sunday to play South Carolina, and then we're on the road again. Arkansas and Auburn are tough. We just have to take it one game at a time.
If you could hit 5 straight, it would be that Ole Miss game here on ESPNU, and if not, maybe the game after that, which is a big Monday game on ESPN2. Coach, full court pressure here coming. You probably want to just go and watch a little bit of this game as Tatum trying to tip it in. Kentucky with a rebound. Coach, we'll just wish you the best of luck. Obviously, Jimmy and I and everybody, not just in college basketball, but in sports, period, have watched you, and we're convinced you could coach any sport, anytime, and you would be as successful as you have been.
Thank you. You're very kind. Thanks for having me on.
I threw your name out there when the Tennessee football job came open this year.
By the way, Lane Kiffin and his wife had a baby tonight.
Oh, right.
So congratulations to
Awesome.
that.
Awesome. Thank you both.
Good to see you, Coach.
Great to see you.
Thanks a lot, Pat. One of the best, if not the best, there's ever been at what she does and at what we watch on a weekly basis. And we thank Pat Summitt for being with us. The court here named after her. And you look at the most coaching wins all time in basketball history. Lenny Wilkins, Don Nelson, Pat Riley, Jerry Sloan, Larry Brown, Phil Jackson, all in the NBA. And then Pat Summitt, the only one, and closing in on that magical 1,000. That is incredible. And look at the national titles, and she talked about it. 8 of them over there on the right-hand side. Can't do much better than that.
Brad, she's class. She's tough, and she is class every day.
Now a 13-point game here. Bruce Pearl is hoping for some Summitt-like magic from his men's team.
Well, Kentucky's spacing. Rob Knight talked about Duke's half-court spacing in their offense. And prior to our ball game, Kentucky's spacing in their how they've attacked Tennessee's pressure has been terrific. They have played together and they have played tough. 2 things you must do when you try to win on the road.
And Meeks is bumped and stuck one in the rim. Well, he's stuck a lot of them tonight. None more effectively than that one. That just pretty much wraps up Jody Meeks' night, I guess.
And Brad, a lot of conversation already, and I enjoy taking part of it too. And National Player of the Year, certainly Tyler Hansbrough and Steph Curry and Blake Griffin. Griffin maybe has a little bit of an edge right now. You break down his entire game. I'm not in love with him defensively. But certainly Luke Herringold. I mean, that's a guy that's had 9 straight 20-point games. James Harden out of Arizona State, I think as well-rounded as there is in the game. And this kid, although he's not on a ranked team and he hasn't been on national TV enough, he's ringing up huge numbers. He's the #5 scorer in the country. Billy Gillespie will say he's my best defender on a guy that absolutely stands for defense, and he is wreaking havoc in Tennessee tonight.
He's got 40.
Enough said, huh?
Man.
What Pat say, he's a no-touch player right now. That's the only way you can take him and slow him down.
The only problem is nobody's been able to touch him. He's blown by everybody.
Yeah.
Patterson picks up his second. Jody Meeks getting a breather with 8.5 minutes to play in the ballgame.
He doesn't guard himself. A lot of guys in college, they guard themselves. They stand, they get stationary. He's in constant motion with different speeds, working his way off of those screens. He has a great flow to the game.
And Chisholm, the free throw. That's Wayne's first point of, I beg your pardon, that's his 7th point of the second half. His first free throw of this half. By the way, I mentioned Lane and Layla Kiffin, baby boy tonight. 8 pounds, 8 ounces, 21 inches long. That's at least a linebacker, Monty Knox. So Monty, Lane's dad, longtime defensive coordinator of the Buccaneers and the Vikings, and now coming here to Knoxville, and I assume the Knox is for half of Knoxville. So that's how you ingratiate yourself to the hometown fans right off the bat. You know, put a little Knoxville in the kid's name. I like it. Congratulations, Lane.
He should get a contract extension right now before he ever coaches.
I think that's going okay for him right now. As the turnover by Kentucky, as Porter was a little bit out of control.
But Brad, their turnovers have been in the okay area of the floor tonight in Billy Gillespie's mind. They have not been in the backcourt, that unacceptable part of the floor. Another reason why Kentucky has that 68-55 lead.
Tennessee could just get a little bit of a game breaker here. 3-pointer from an unexpected source, maybe a slam dunk, and an old-fashioned 3. Somebody going to the free throw line, get it down to 10. They know the crowd is waiting to help them out. There's over 19,000 in here tonight.
We talk about surround sound defense on Chisholm when he catches it. Look at that.
Hobson all the way to the rack. Strong move by the freshman. He's fouled by Patterson. That's 3 on Patterson.
You know what I like about Kentucky's defense, Brad, also, I talked about how they full body help, but they don't help when they're not supposed to. They help when they are supposed to.
Yeah.
And right now, look at Wayne Chisholm. Just that surround sound defense. The 4 blue jerseys go to him and then quickly back to their guy.
Scotty Hobson is a Kentucky